Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To our madam, Puan Yuslina binti Yusof, and our member with a high group of member. First thing about them, me Nazmi Haziq bin Muhammad Nazram. Second, Muhammad Mahyudin bin Azharuddin. Third is Muhammad Nurul Luqman bin Yusof. Fourth is Muhammad Faizal Jamal bin Jamalis, and lastly Umar bin Muhammad Syukur. Title for our study is about the influence leadership style on employee performance. And now I will pass to our friend. This is Muhammad Faizal Jamal bin Jamalis. He will talk about the background of the study.
Background of the study. Leadership is one of the most important role in any organization. Without it, an organization cannot operate as it should be. There is many leadership responsibility towards organization or employee. How someone who to be called leadership carry their work and how they do their works. On this study, purposely to know how leadership style influence on employee performance. There is many style of leadership in any organization. This is crucial because it can affect many things such as employee performance. Next is company must be able to equate the perception of or perspective of employee and leaders to achieve company goals, such as through the determination of right working mentality with high dedication and loyalty to their work, providing guidance, direction, motivation, and proper working coordination from a leader to his subordinates. Transformational leadership is not significantly related to employee creativity, while transactional leadership is positively related to followers' creative behaviors. Synergy between transformational leadership and financial reward, and between transactional leadership and non-financial reward, accentuate the effect on employee creativity respectively. Problem statement. Employee performance does relate to leadership style. This means employee performance has a relation by a leadership style in an organization. What kind of leadership style the leader must use to manage an organization? This means what kind of leadership style that suitable at in the organization that you work. 3. Leaders unaware their role toward employees, such supervision on employee. This means many leaders doesn't know their responsibility as a leader to the employee. 4 is employee performance affect the entire organization. This means employee performance can affect the organization goals. This can be a bad situation for the organization. Lack of guidance by leaders can cause employee performance dropping. This means lack of leader responsibility can bring employee performance to drop.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Mahyudin bin Azharuddin, and I will present about the research objective and research questions for our business research project named Influence of Leadership Styles on Employee Performance. So, for the first research objective is to identify the leadership role in helping the organization to overcome every major event that happens in the organization. And the research question for this objective is, does my manager help the entire teams and organizations to overcome every impactful event? So for the second objective is to identify if the leadership has the ability to come up with any final decision making. And the research question for this objective is, do my superior always retain final decision making authority within teams? And the last research objective is to investigate leader awareness towards employee guidance in the organization. And the research question for this objective is, do my leaders closely monitor employees to ensure they are performing correctly? So next I will be presenting about the literature review. So literature review is actually a research that has been conducted by previous researcher where they define the findings for their variables of research, which is independent variables and dependent variables. So for our research we have 6 variables. So for the first variables is employee performance, which is our dependent variables. So the definitions of employee performance is leadership style influence employee effectiveness in producing new ideas. Through rapid changes in the administrative system and employee attitude, innovation will be able to build a variety of items to fulfill the wants of each customers. So the author for this definition is Hatton Samuel, Hotland Shagin, and Stephanie Octavia in 2017. Next, the second variable is affiliative leadership style, which is our independent variable 1. So the definition is affiliate leaders affect employee performance because they trust and empower employees to work in ways that they believe in. They encourage followers to grow by challenging them to be innovative, sharing new ideas, new vision, and encouraging them to exceed their expectation and motivating them to maintain high moral standards. So the author for these definitions is Daniel Namau Soing Allen and Josie Russell 2017. And next variable is authoritative leadership style, which is our independent variable 2. An authoritative leadership style has a favorable although small link with operational and staff performance. It has to do with employees' perception of an authoritative leader's behavior and principle, which brings to mind the experience. So the author for this independent variable is Monawar Mahmud, Mat Atauddin, Alexander Ostrovsky, and Nurlan Orzalian in 2019. And for our independent variable 3, democratic leadership style, democratic leadership is referred to as participatory leadership. It is a leadership style that encourages employees to participate in the decision-making process of the business. Additionally, the data reveal that democratic leadership enhances performance in terms of increased workforce, job completion speed, effectiveness, and timeliness. This was wrote by Daniel Nawasingolan and Josie Russell in 2017. And our independent variable 4 is transformational leadership style. The definition is to improve performance by acquiring follower satisfaction and commitment to the attainment outcome. We need to improve a transformational leadership. This was wrote by Malik Wakas, Sumar Javed, Muqaddas Hassan, and Syed Taimur 2017. And last independent variable is transactional leadership style. The transactional theory states that the supportive leaders that give an appropriate model, clarify their vision, create common goals, and set demanding targets have more fulfilled and dedicated staff. This was wrote by Daniel Nawasing Allen and Josie Russell 2017.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Nurul Yusuf. My metric number is 420-300-2931. Today I will talk about our group hypothesis was the first one is there a positive relationship between the employee performance and the affiliative leadership style. The second one was the positive relationship between the employee performance and the authoritative leadership style. The third was there's a positive relationship between the employee performance and democratic leadership style. And the fourth one is the positive relationship between employee performance and transformation leadership style. There's a positive and the last one was there's positive relationship between employee performance and the transactional leadership style. And the next one I will talk about our independent variable and the dependent variable. Dependent variable we got is employee performance, And the independent variable is we got five types of the independent variable. The first one is affiliative leadership style, uh, authoritative leadership style. The next, democratic leadership style. Uh, and the fourth one it was the national leadership style. And the last one was the transactional leadership style. Was the last independent variable we will found. The next one, our research. I will present about the research design and the data collection method. The number one is a questionnaire will able to collect the data from respondent regarding the topic that has been chosen for this research. And the second one was a questionnaire that exists question in the questionnaire. Is it about what makes employee performance uh, perform in the certain industry in the world.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Umay bin Muhammad Syukur. My number metric is 4203002851. So today I want to present about the finding of our research. And then the first one, we go through our findings research, which is the first research objective, which it is to examine the relationship between employee performance and affiliative leadership style. So in this research objective, we put the research question is what is the relationship between employee performance and affiliative leadership style, and then we state the hypothesis is there is a positive relationship between employee performance and affiliative leadership style. And after that, we run through using SPSS 2.0, and we found that our hypothesis was rejected, and there is no significant there is a insignificant relationship between employee performance and affiliative leadership style. And then the second objective is to examine the relationship between employee performance and authoritative leadership style. We put the research question is what is the relationship between employee performance and authoritative leadership style. And for the hypothesis, we state that there is a positive relationship between employee performance and authoritative leadership style. And once again, we run it using SPSS 2.0, and we found that our hypothesis was rejected, and then there is an insignificant relationship between employee performance and authoritative leadership style. And then the third one, our research objective is to examine the relationship between employee performance and democratic leadership style. We found that a research question is what is the relationship between employee performance and democratic leadership style, and we state the hypothesis is there is a positive relationship between employee performance and democratic leadership style. We run again this hypothesis using the SPSS 2.0, and then the result was found rejected. That means there is an insignificant relationship between employee performance and democratic leadership style. So the fourth one is to examine the relationship between employee performance and transformational leadership style. So the research question is what is the relationship between employee performance and transformational leadership style. And then we state the hypothesis is there is a positive relationship between employee performance and transformational leadership style. Once again, we run the SPSS 2.0, and we found that this hypothesis was rejected, and the result is there is an insignificantly relationship between employee performance and transformational leadership style. And the last hypothesis, the research objective is to examine the relationship between employee performance and transactional leadership style. And then the research question is what is the relationship between employee performance and transactional leadership style. So we state the hypothesis there is a positive relationship between employee performance and transactional leadership style. And then this is the first one and the only one hypothesis that we run using the SPSS 2.0, that we found that this hypothesis was accepted, and the result is there is a significant relationship between employee performance and transactional leadership style. So now we go to the conclusion of this business research, which is our research. So the conclusion is the study addresses a void in the current body of industrial knowledge and academic literature. In doing so, it can be used as a tool to improve the quality of leadership among project manager and the performance of employee in Malaysia. The study highlights how the leadership styles have a significant impact on employee performance. The result shows which leadership style is the best to improve employees' performance. To improve employee performance, the following practical, managerial, and policy recommendations have been made. Under the practical, I will suggest that project manager or our superior should consider how to implement the leadership style in their daily work, which is transactional leadership style, as they were shown to have a positive impact on employee performance. And an organization should invest time and financial resources toward leadership development workshop, training courses, and skills improvement. From a policy perspective, the study can be used to inform the development of leadership training for managers in Malaysia. Likewise, the conceptual framework can help improve their leaderships and subsequently the performance of construction employee on the company. By learning from and implementing new leadership style that are more inclusive and participative, organization can achieve better employee performance outcomes and improve their project outcome.
Thank you to my friend to talk about the conclusion, and now I want to talk about the last part in this slideshow. Last part is a recommendation for the future researchers. First recommendation is a researchers will be able to conduct more research. It means all the researchers that study in the study need to have a deeper investigation and get more information to get a better outcome. That was the first recommendation. And second recommendation is I hope every university can allocate the period of the study into 2 semesters. It means the first part in the 1 semester, second part in second semester. So the researchers can have more time to do the research in their study to get the more outcome, or what you say, a more relevant outcome, to have a better result in their study. This study may become reference to the future researchers, and we hope that the future researchers will have a more variable data and get a more relevant outcome, so the product or the study will be better than what we do. So that's it from our groups. Thank you very much.